got a text last night that the tree guys were going to be here, so we weren't fully prepared. So we've been spraying trees, and they're coming out. I'm kind of a little sad because I've liked them, but I'm super excited because that means concrete and all that good stuff. So
when we first moved out on the property, we cleared a very small area. We'll kind of take you on a tour one day.
Very small.
And show you that. But we cleared just small enough of an area to fit our camper and to park our vehicle. When we first moved out here, we lived in a camper until we got our house built to the point that it is now, so we could live in it. But it was kind of funny because we'd wake up every morning and the camper would be shaded by the trees, and I would always, I think every morning I'd ask, is it supposed to rain today? and it would, no, it's not going to rain. It's just covered up by the trees. And it was kind of one of those surreal things whenever we rented the excavator one of the times and really started clearing what we now have as our front yard. You know, it was really surreal to see the trees come down and how much it cleared. And so at that point we'd kind of said, you know, taking a few trees out's not a big deal. We'll take a few trees out. You know, and ever since then we've kind of started clearing more and more, realizing that you can take a lot of trees out on our property and still have a lot of trees.
Yeah, a lot of shade and stuff still. And the trees we left too, we thought we're going to be decent shade on the house and stuff, but the way the sun and stuff has been pointing at the house, they're really pretty useless, and they're pretty like these ones here in particular, they're just pretty scrubby looking. So yeah, we're just going to get them taken out and hopefully plant some more of our favorite trees, and fiery maple and
some crabapple for the bees, and just some pretty, you know, actually plant some pretty trees. Useful.
Yeah.
Yep. So come along today, guys. As these guys get here, we're going to try to record some of it. We don't have their permission to record yet necessarily. Yeah, we haven't asked them yet. They haven't gotten here yet. But you know, we're going to try to record some of what they're doing, and then we'll definitely show you the carnage when they're done. We'll take you on for a tour around the house of the areas that they cleared.
It's going to make for a lot of work this week. So
we're going to have our hands full this week because the concrete guy said as soon as the trees are out, he will get the dirt work guy out here and get started. And we're super excited about that because that means a concrete front porch for our porch sitting. So excited. We are excited about that. Guys, come along for the journey with us.
Well, the guys just left. It took them like 2.5 hours to cut out 12 trees. And it was just insane watching them and their aim on how they fell them. It was just really good. It was cool. So
impeccable aim. As you can see behind us here, we've got brush and limbs and all kinds of stuff. And then we'll walk around and kind of show you some of the carnage in the front yard especially, and just how we were just standing in the living room looking out our front windows, and just how incredibly different it looks now, not having those 3 giant trees you know, blocking our view.
Yard.
Right, yeah,
yeah,
right
we
in the
had
middle of the
these
yard.
2 trees right at our front door, and we're like, oh, we'll keep them because we want to or whatever. And I guess you just don't realize how janky trees look sometimes, and these were original ones from the woods, obviously, but they were just like, it just cleaned up the whole yard, which it doesn't look clean right now because they're laying in the middle of it. But just the skyline and stuff, it was really cool to see. I don't think I'm gonna miss them, actually, now that they're gone. So it just looks so good. So yeah, there's a lot of work to be done, which will be a whole nother video because there's just a lot left. So shall we show them,
Do the walking tour.
how much we have to clean up now?
All right, let's do it. So this is the side of our driveway. You can see our driveway here, and you can see just the piles and piles of trees there. We'll go a little closer to.
Also where our garage, our new, where my finger is, this is where the new garage is gonna go, right here. Back this way too.
But you see the tree with the X over there that we drew on it earlier, and this whole pile here is just trees. And we'll come around this way and show you. We've got, you know, our wood pile that we had already cut. That's just part of some of the wood we've cut. But you just look, I mean, we just have trees down all over the place here.
There was 4 here now.
There were 5 trees back here that they cut out.
5, yeah.
And they left the stumps. You can see the stump
We asked them
right
to,
there. They left the
yeah.
stumps. Yeah, we told them to, and they would have ground them for us, but it was going to cost us a little bit more. And we were okay with the stumps being there and taking them out later.
We were gonna dig them out anyway, so.
I'm sure I could find you guys a house.
All right, so we cut down this tree here next to the shop. This was in the middle of our driveway, and it was always a pain. Anytime I would pull a trailer up the drive and try to turn out our main entrance, it would be right in the way and make that corner hard. So we had it taken out, and then this tree here we had taken out to make sure that our driveway is going to actually extend out to this point here, and this will be the end of our driveway. And so we had to take it out. We couldn't have a big tree at the end of our drive. The little tree next to it we'll get rid of, and that little tree there we'll get rid of. And our driveway will come in right there where the tire swing and that bucket, or that spike is for the tractor. It'll come and it'll kind of follow that tree just on the other side of that tree that's laying down right there, and then it'll come up, and I know it's hard to see this, but it'll come up and attach to this gravel right here. But you see this giant pile of brush that we have that is now our front yard. Our swing set's over there somewhere.
This is awesome.
Over there.
Missed it, and missed the garden.
Yep, they did not take out the garden or the swing set, which we are very appreciative for.
I want this one.
But you can still see the garden. They told us don't worry about moving it, so we didn't mess with it. And but you just see all the pile of trees. My grill, they told me that was fine right there where it's at, and we just kind of, this giant tree. Look at these trees. These 2 trees here were the 2 that we had outside of our front porch. This is the front porch that we started tearing out. Here's the front of our house, just to give you a little perspective to where we're at. And this is the front porch that we started taking out in the last video. But you see the trees, just piles and piles and piles. Let's walk around this way to give you yet another point of reference on how much there is. They just go forever. They were really tall. Massive trees. But they run over here And then there is our path to our brush pile that's back in there. So we definitely have to get these trees here cleaned up first so we have access to our brush pile. But
Look at the skyline though. You can see the sky.
You can see it opened up the sky. No trees blocking the sky. That tree does look pretty nice, so we kept it. It's over there by the kids' swing set, and it does add some afternoon shade for the swing set around that 3 o'clock time. The swing set is in the shade, which the kids love, and the kids have now made a fort in the end of that tree right there.
We checked for safety before they did.
Yeah, my wife is all a safety Nazi and worried to death that the trees are gonna fall, and they're not gonna be there long enough to fall. They'll be gone by the weekend. But guys, we wanted to bring you along and show you this. Hopefully you enjoyed the video and the journey with us, and keep checking back. We'll have videos of us cleaning it up. We'll try not to bore you too much with any crazy long videos, but
Lots of firewood coming.
lots of firewood. We'll have at least one firewood video. Well guys, like we always say, live a good journey.